Everybody, we are back with another review, and today we are doing one more mini toolbox video. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review. Just want to do a little update video. We got the bottom piece for the Kobalt two-piece set. 3-drawer bottom, 2-drawer top. We already checked the top out, but I'm going to show you kind of how this loaded up. I took a little different approach to these Kobalt ones, especially since I got a couple of the ones with the bearing drawers. I kind of took a different approach with this, and I'll show you in a second. But let's check this out. Again, 3 drawers. The top 2 are about the same size. Bottom one's just a little bit bigger. Kobalt logo, aluminum little handles here. You got the white powder-coated tin. I added little feet here. At the bottom, I have one in each corner. It just allows it to stick, doesn't slide around. And then it did come with one of these little draw liners or mats for the top, and it looks really nice. I mean, it's a sharp piece. It's a sharp piece. Definitely a sharp piece. And it has those little indentations up top because I have little feet on my other section. But yeah, I mean, just flat sides, got a little indentation up here. You don't have to put something up top like this. You could put it side by side and have this as a nice little area to store some tools or EDC items, which is very cool. So speaking of that, let's check out what I ended up putting in here, and I'll explain why. So it sits really nice up top. As you can see, it sits right in that little channel. No extra space, if you would. So pretty nice. It sits about 12 inches off the ground. And you know what? Let's do this. Take this down, and then we'll go through this, and then I'll show you what I put in the bottom of that one. Let's do that. All right, so straight at the gate, we know there's no bearings in these drawers, so I didn't want to do a lot of weight in them. I didn't want to put a lot of tools or anything that's pretty heavy. So what I kind of took a different approach with this since again, it's not really like normal tool, it's white, you know what I mean? So let's keep it in that. So I went with a precision electronics type of route with this. So I basically have all my retro games, my little RetroPis, my little emulators, stuff like that. And I'll show you what I got and some of my handheld stuff. So speaking of handhelds, we got some of the Game & Watches right up top here. Again, some really great EDC items. Tetris Arcade, Oregon Trail. These are like some world's smallest super impulse ones, so I like the Tetris one. The Oregon Trail one's actually kind of cool too. This is a Thumby. So if you're not familiar with Thumby, it is a tiny circuits jam. Check that out. Here, let me see. Is there? It plays Doom. That's Thoom. Pretty cool, right? So it's called Thumby. It is fully playable. I mean, it's like the smallest version of Doom I've ever played. I mean, I think they have Doom loaded on like what is it? A pregnancy test? Something like super tiny like that. I know that they loaded it on, but yeah, Doom on Thumby. Pretty cool. Let me see. Is it loading it? Yep. There we go. And then there it loads in to check this out. Well, it's a little bit harder to control when you're looking through the camera and trying to play the Thumby, but yeah, you get the point. Thoom, the smallest version of Doom that I got. That's it. That's what I got, smallest version. So I do like doing these RetroPis and building these out with emulators and putting all my ROMs on them and everything. This is my like master set of ROMs, my backup of all the games I actually own. I got them all on that little drive right there because that's what you should do if you want to make a backup. And again, some more of my little RetroPi builds. They used to have these on sale all the time over at Micro Center. So especially around holiday time, you can get them for like $5 and under for the most recent one. Actually, let me just scoot this one out of the way so I can actually get the drawers opened up. And let's see what we got in the first drawer down. Okay, so I did my Game Boy Advance. I got it in the blue colorway here, one of my favorite systems of all time. Generic adapter, aftermarket adapter, some extra batteries for my Game Boy Advance. This one isn't super bad. It's not starting to swell yet, but these are notorious for swelling. So I got a couple of extra batteries. When I start seeing the pressure getting put on the case, then I know to swap it out. So I got an official SanDisk, Nintendo Wii SD card. Pretty cool, 2 gig. And then I got one of my logos off of my PS2 Slims. Just saved it. What else we got in here? Oh, very cool. My Ambernick. If you don't know, now you know. The Ambernick is absolutely a game changer. This is probably the best, one of the best retro gaming consoles of all time. It has everything in the palm of your hand right here. I got the wood grain one. You can get whatever you like. I got one of these little mini, what is this, little mini Atari, I believe? Yeah, Super Impulse mini Atari consoles in here. And then just like the Thumby, there's this, which is, it's a little TV, and then the remote is up here, which allows you to control the TV volume and change channels, which is cool. But you could also turn them, and I input some of my own stuff in here too, which is cool. So really neat little stuff that company put together. Thumby and I forget the name of them who put that together, but really cool stuff. So this is a little mini Atari console. So it's, again, what do you do with all this like small little retro gaming stuff? What do you do with all this stuff? So I figured this would probably be a really good no load, low load for the drawers. So I don't have to worry about having it snag as much. Like at first there was, I guess I got some stuff. Hang on. I got some stuff caught in there because when I turned it on its side. No load versus low load. I can pull it open on the left and the right, so that's a little bit of a nice update. So something like this where I'm putting like retro game stuff in, I don't have to worry about that much stress on the drawers where I have to pull it from the middle every time. So let's check out what we got in the first drawer down out of the 3. I got some of these little power adapters for the RetroPis. That's what these white ones are. I got a HDMI adapter as well. And then I got this Anchor power box. It's got six ports here. Now, what do I use this thing for? This is actually how I power those classic game consoles. I plug all the power into this and then just plug in the one main thing instead of having like a surge protector with 100 bricks. So I like to use that when I go pull out my little classic game consoles. There's a straight HDMI adapter. Let's throw that up. I thought there was more than that. And then here we'll check out some of the cards. I'll pull them all out and then we'll go through what I got in here. Spent a couple minutes going through some of this. This is a super card. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. It's an Amazon special. Let's say that here. We have another Amazon special over here too, actually. This one says Super Mario 2, but it's really just a bunch of ROMs on it. I mean, it's something you can get on Amazon. Here's another good one. This is Mother 3 fan translation. What do we got here? This is the Nintendo Classic. So this is all the classic Nintendo games that you would want in one cartridge, if that makes sense. What else do we have for multi-carts? This one is all the Nintendo and Sega Master and Genesis games all in one, which is actually really neat. Namco Museum, another multi-cart. And then I think there's Super Mario Brothers 3 on this, but there's something else I thought. But anyway, kind of a multi-cart. And then there's Four Swords, which of course you want to play A Link to the Past on the portable GBA. That's what you're going to get to play that. And the rest of these are my standalone games. We got, of course, Legend of Zelda. These are some of my favorites. We got Zelda 2, Adventures of Link. What else we got? Metroid, classic Metroid. A favorite for sure. But, of course, Doom. Gotta have Doom. You got Doom 2 and Wolfenstein 3D. Some of my favorite games to play, and those are pretty decent ports. Wolfenstein's not that great, but the Doom ones are alright. You know what I mean? Doom on the go is always good, because Doom's a good game. And last one down, I just got some regular Game Boy games, which all these go into my Game Boy Advance. If you get the GBA, you can put first gen, second gen, and what, third gen Game Boy games. Is that what it is? So I got Final Fantasy, always a good game. We got Wario Land, we got Mario Land 2, and then, oops, where's the other one? And then Super Mario Land. So basically Mario Land 1, 2, and 3, and then Metroid 2 Return to Samus, phenomenal game. Tetris, I think that comes with the original Game Boy. Link's Awakening, probably the best game on Game Boy for sure. That and Super Mario Land 2 are kind of a toss-up, but Link's Awakening is by far awesome. Castlevania Adventure was a terrible game when I was a kid. It was very difficult. But I guess you grow to appreciate stuff like that over time. So, but yeah, little retro outfitted EDC type situation. I don't know really what you would do with all that stuff without having a bunch of bags and cases. So something like this is a really nice, viable storage solution. Plus, you can stack on top of each other. And yeah, why don't you let me know down in the comments below, what would you put inside of these, the 3 and the 2 drawer Kobalt Mini toolbox system? What do you do with your retro gaming devices and gadgets and gizmos? What do you do with all that stuff? Do you keep it all on display to get dusty, or do you store it away when you're not using it? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Want more content like this, subscribe for more, and have a great rest of your day.